Yes, my people, as they hot, it don't happen. No, Tinubu and Atiku in tears. As they see how Peter Obi want to get more vote for North. Make I not talk too much. Make una watch the way this Labour Party chieftain they explain everything how Peter Obi go take get vote from North. Please share this video, hit the like button so that Facebook will recommend this video, give all those people when they doubt say Peter Obi will get vote for North. Please hit the like button, share, and comment to business.
Those people that are going into, if you look at the four contenders today, you actually, the character is very important. If you ask of health, you ask of everything, it's the people that are saying it. And you have to allow them because...
Has it ever impacted how Nigerians vote?
Yeah, it does.
Really?
It does. It does.
Which case? Which instance?
If you remember it again, you understand. What will happen in Nigeria is that today I told you that somebody was sleeping somewhere and allowed the Beavers to go and allowed the RF to go. So they have to contend with it. People are going to vote based on the capacity. And let me tell you what is happening to the North. A lot of people feel that Peter Obi is not going to have vote from the North.
Will he?
He's, by special government, he's going to get more vote from the North because, not than even maybe some part of the southern part of the country. You know the reason? Because the anger is more on the North than the people in the South. Number one, I myself personally, I have conducted not one, not two, not three. Last 3 weeks, I was in Kano. I was in three radio stations and one TV station. And I opened the line for a call-in for more than 45 people calling. All the people that called in attest to what I'm saying and agree to the Labour Party manifesto and the thinking and the ideology we are bringing on board. And all of them, even the person just like you, was confused to say, how do we do it? I said, it's not us doing it. It's the God that people have prayed to that is doing it for us. Let me tell you.
I'm not confused on anything actually.
You're not going to be confused. You're not confused. All we're saying is that you must go deep into the villages and ask them. See, if government abandoned you, don't know what's happening in Zamfara. Zamfara, people are sitting on gold. The first issue we have with Zamfara is this lead poisoning because of this activity of miners. Today, as I talk to you, we have what is called Nigerian gold market in Dubai. Every day, gold is being removed from Zamfara with all the killings in Zamfara. That's mean one of the governors, I had one of the program, the governor was saying that if the person that he was talking to, he said, if you can take the sand where you are standing, because he's telling me that there is more gold in Ondo than Zamfara. He said, no, that place they are standing, if you can just take the sand and save the sand as a gold mine or something, you will see at least a treasure of a gold in that. That's how Zamfara is made. But you can see the amount of poverty, the amount of hunger, the amount of insecurity in Zamfara alone. Every day people begin. So people are aware. People think that people are not aware, but
let's wind down with this.
Are aware.
How are you optimistic with the introduction of beavers, preparations by INEC for this election?
Very well. I think I can say Nigerians cannot thank the leadership of INEC. The leadership of the people are trying to give us this international committee that behind this is so fantastic. Nigeria is so happy because we have seen that before they just write the numbers and just announce this is about the president and you can't do anything about it.
You think it will change this time?
It will change. Seriously, it will change. We have seen what happened in Ocean. We have seen what is happening in Ekiti. We know if Nigerians come and say rigging is when you have small margins.
If they come out.
But if they come out, they are going to come out.
The young people will come out this time?
Not young people. The young are suffering. The old are suffering. The rich are suffering. The poor are suffering. We don't even have the middle class. Everybody is suffering. Go down. It's the morning time. Go outside and see people going to work. You see, look at their faces. If you read throughout all the newspapers you have seen today, what is lacking? There is not even communication between the government and the governed. That's the height of the pains Nigerians are. Nobody is saying, like for example, up in the north where I come from, you don't have to give me anything, but give me good words. Talk to me. Show me that you feel. Even if you can't address my problem, show me you are aware, and you give me good words. You call it consoling words. You understand? But if you see the trajectory of the 7 years, like somebody is showing that, like people are begging him to rule them. Like the people in charge are feeling that you just have to take what we give you. No, it don't work like that. Governance is about people. There is nothing. You can't come to television and show the big road, you show the infrastructure. No. When you come to television, you talk about people. All I'm saying is that if you look at Nigerians from 1999 to date, anybody that has gone close to the power has now his life changed. You see some of them with no vehicle now have fleet of vehicles just by association close to the government. Everybody, being a commissioner, being a governor, son of a governor, child of a governor, everybody along that way has changed. But look at the voter. Look at that's the problem we're having. Look at the voter. So if you want to do explanation, look at the voter from 1999 today. A man that is staying in a rented 100,000 naira apartment. Go and check where he is today. Maybe 20,000, maybe just a broad, uncompleted building staying his life. Nobody, you don't feel that connection that something is happening to the poor masses. You see the whole nation giving that push that we feel what you are feeling. If Nigerian masses have this connection between their leaders, I don't think we will not be here talking about all these things. Look at our roads, look at our hospital, look at everything you can think of. But the feeling is already there. When we are going around as Labour Party with Peter Obi, when we are seeing and the action and the reaction from people is that they are seeing somebody that is now coming closer to them. And this election is not going to be about posters, about billboards, about campaigning. Some of this campaign, it makes people more angrier. What people are seeing is that...
Some of which campaign?
Some of the things that are seen on the television. Somebody is like doing work on yourself there because you steal the money or you get money from anywhere you can get because you have this big war chest. Then you can play all billboard, you can buy off everything, but you can't buy off the heart of the people because the reality is there. Immediately if somebody finish watching your television program or was looking at your billboard, but he can't eat. His wife is in the hospital. He don't know what to do. That advert become pain to him. Because why people make advert is because you make advert because once people see you in the advert, they get agitated, they get happy, they get interested. But their PR people are telling them, just pay money, do billboards. And they feel that buying, you are making presence. No, it's not making presence. Going to campaign rally, bringing a person to campaign rally that his son is at home, not going to school, and then you give him 1,500 to come to a big rally. Then you copy the big rally and say, we are presence. No, you are not presence because those people are just there to collect their 150 just to go back home. But the pain is already carrying them in their hearts, and they will show it on that ballot paper. But look at the character, the passion, the competence among all these candidates. Because, for example, our own side that makes us to feel more comfortable is the hands of God that we have seen. Somebody predicted Nigeria will end by 2015. So another doomsayers are already predicting something will happen in 2020. But we can see the hands of God in all what we are doing. For example, look at National Assembly passed in a bill that removed them to be part of the delegates. It's after they sent this and now they realize it's only God can do that. And you can see them, they pass Beavers, they pass the IRF. See, after this passed, they now say, how can we do this? That's the work of God. And you can see they have 100 million naira tickets on all of the parties. They have almost 20 candidates. And they will end up with Tinubu. It's a hand of God. And you can see the same thing. After that, they come and join a Muslim ticket. It's the hand of God. So you can see the stress that God is trying to do something for this country. And it's paining a lot of people because they can't solve the problem. Now the subsidy issue is coming. Now they are fighting the villa. They are now fighting the cabal. So you can see all of Nigerians are doing is that we leave it to God. God knows our pain. A lot of people had died. A lot of people, women are now widows. A lot of people cannot go to school. People cannot eat. And they have cried to God. And let me tell you, there is no place on earth that God has been praised like Nigeria. And He will listen to us. And God will
just
create
wondering, because when I was talking about your optimism, because some people will also say that, it's one thing to campaign. When people campaign, they do not exactly wear the shoes of those who are governing. It's another thing for them to be in governance and to actually see the difference. For instance, we do know that the APC talked about how subsidy was a scam. I mean, we've heard this way before now, even though all the parties are now saying they're going to take away subsidy. But subsidy was always on the table. We're still seeing the fuel scarcity as a problem in recent times. Do you think that it's more about the challenges, which some people will say are a bit difficult to solve? Because we understand that, the APC planned to remove subsidy, but they were afraid of the effect it will have on the people. And as such, they had to leave it because they thought that would increase the suffering of the people. When you study what exactly has been going on in government, do you really think that this is the difference between campaigning and actually settling down into governance?
No, I think the problem is that immediately after election, some people start to put up themselves towards next election. So Nigeria is just election cycles. So nobody thinks of, I would dare to do whatever I want to do for this country, even if I didn't get the second term. So a lot of people think that having second term is more important than putting Nigeria at first. So if you're afraid, you know that this is what is right. You know this is what you're supposed to do. But we are thinking about, okay, I can't do this because I know if I do this, I will not get the second term. So that's what caused the problem. And also, when you get the second time, people around you that want to now succeed you will now tell you, don't do this, because if you do this, it's going to backfire on us. So the system is just organized towards election to election to election. So there is no in-between of what people are supposed to do to win the heart of the people. And also, because the people around the system, the people that run the system, that cripple the institutions, and they feel they are stronger than the institution, are the ones that are looking for who become next in line at the governor's level or at the presidential level. So those people that you can see governors, they are just creating and shoving themselves, trying to see who will going to be anointed and be. So they now not going to be at the side of the people. So if you do the calculation from the party to the ruling class, nobody is at the side of the people.
But nobody likes to lose elections. No political party
so
likes to
that's
lose
what I'm saying.
elections.
That's what I'm saying.
So what makes you,
in Labour Party,
what makes you optimistic this time around that things will be different?
That's the conversation we had. Even yesterday, there's a conversation with the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. And he's saying it clearly. He said, if I refuse to, because this was Pashola told us. He said, if we refuse to do the right thing, don't vote us back. That's what he said in 2014. Momo, their chairman then, even said, you can go ahead and even stone us if you didn't do this A, B, C, and D. So what we are saying is that he is saying the same thing. I said, hold us responsible. Me and my vice president, Dr. Ahmed, hold us responsible. This is our pact with you. And we are taking the pact. The young people are the idea, we are not there for politics. 80% of obedience that I know have something doing. They are professionals, they don't know what they are doing. So they are not active politicians if you see the people around. So what we are saying is clear. We are here for Nigeria. If it refuses to work, because nobody is here for him to get an appointment. Nobody is putting anything, said, I'm giving you my money so that you can do a lot of billboards and you can do a lot of campaign. Then at the end, allow me to continue doing illegal bunkering, or I should continue to get a minister, or you give me this 5. There is no that conversation with Mr. Peter Obi. That's what we are saying. That's the kind of system we want to carry, so that if he fails us, or if his candidacy with, and they said it to us, if we didn't get you what you want, remove us and bring another person. But what we are going to achieve with that is that if we can achieve to put up a president on a platform using protest campaign, using what is called social engineering of people in Nigeria, talking to people and not holding ourselves into a structure of failure, a structure that is not giving Nigeria anything. Whether the structure as they are telling Nigerians today, then because I know a lot of them, they come and say, winning elections is about structure. The structure has already collapsed, because the structure is the same people that we go to market together.